It's Jabbage art.
The internet, I'm sure, is full of videos of people expertly teaching you how to melt wax seals to use on your letters. This video will differ from those because it'll be a kind of badly produced video by somebody who's never done it before trying to do it. So, I have here various wax sticks. We've got silver, two kind of different shades of gold, dull red and shiny red. I've got my little candle. I've got my little dish, my little spoon, that's the word, my spoon. And this permanent marker may come into play later. And I have 3 different stamps to try. This one, which is an H for Helen. This one, which is one I bought myself, which it should have like a cat with the sort of phases of the moon going above it. And then this is the important one. So the reason I'm doing this is because it is Mother's Day in the UK. Don't panic if you live elsewhere. We just do it at a different time to other people. And my mum got me this for Christmas, and so I'd like to try it out. And this is going to be the one that I'm going to attach to this little letter that I'm including in my mum's Mother's Day gift. It is actually a fake telegram. Putting a wax seal on a telegram makes absolutely no sense, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yes! Okay, so I've got a couple of different ideas. I mean, I could just put spoon over thing, hold this and kind of let it melt. I think what I might do is try and cut a bit off. So I'm just going to heat this scalpel slightly. There we go. Ah, yes, kind of. It did go through, but then I think it cooled down a bit. Okay, so that may not have been a good idea because I think it's kind of blackened the wax here. But okay, this is alright. This is our first attempt. This may be too much wax, I don't know. So what I don't want to happen is for this to start bubbling, because I don't want to get it that hot. Just want it to melt. I'm a little bit scared that that bit that I kind of burn isn't melting. Oh, it's so close. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. This is too much wax, I'm sure. Okay. I guess this is the problem with doing it on greaseproof paper. I'm doing it on greaseproof paper as like a test, because I thought, I just want to do it experimentally and... Oh, hello! I mean, yeah, it broke off, sadly. That was my fault. But ignoring that, that's not bad, is it? Now, I can get my permanent marker, and I guess I can kind of highlight. Oh, there's my little Kit Kat. There. Oh. And there's the phases of the moon, look. Oh, I like that. I like that very much.
Sudden interruption for history facts.
The idea of being able to seal things to mark them as belonging to you have been around a long time. So there are things like in a Neolithic settlement called Catalhoyuk, which I believe is in modern day Turkey, there were these seal stamps, and nobody's ever found them, impressions of them in clay or anything, but people can imagine perhaps they were used to mark loaves of bread. You could use them on textiles. It seems like people were wearing them like jewellery, so it's not that hard to guess that maybe they were kind of symbolising ownership of something. And it's really interesting to think if you can seal something like a jar of food maybe and say, this belongs specifically to me. That is a kind of beginning of, I suppose, a kind of inequality in society, that somebody can own something that isn't accessible to somebody else. One of my favourite museum objects of all time are these Mesopotamian cylinder seals, and you can roll them into clay and it makes the image. And I can't really convey over the internet how microscopic the detail in these things are. Just the artistry in creating them, because you would have to like chisel out the design. Oh, I love them. Whenever I go to a museum, if they've got those little Mesopotamian clay seals, I get very excited by them. But wax seals specifically, like these that are used to seal letters, was something that began in the 16th century. And the wax, I think it was originally containing beeswax, but also mixed with lots of other things to make a wax that could dry quite quickly. At first, apparently, they were clear quite often, and then they started to be coloured red with vermilion. And then over time, especially going into like the 19th century, people would start using all kinds of wacky colours. And today you can get every colour under the sun in sealing wax. So while these days they're kind of just for fun and just for decoration, in the past they were a really good way of saying, this either A, belongs to me, or B, I'm the one who's written this and nobody else has tampered with it. I think I'm ready now to actually try this on an envelope, and I'm going to be using the mystery seal that my mum got me for Christmas. It's the one where I'm not completely sure what it says. I think it's for you, but it's sort of a bit flowery. I'm trying, instead of cutting a bit of wax off, I'm just trying to kind of melt it into my little spoon. I think have I got a bit too much again? I don't know. Okay, I think I'm going to scrape it off on the side a little bit. This is quite a lot of wax. I might have overdone it a little bit. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm going to make sure I've got this seal the right way up. It's going to be vital in this because I can't just turn it around. Come on. Okay, a bit more maybe. Oh, okay. And here we go. Just gonna... There we go. I've got dirty fingerprints everywhere, but I think that's quite a nice artistic splodge of wax. So it turns out it says, for you, as I thought. I think it needs a little bit of a highlight before it's readable. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my first ever foray into wax seals. You can find out more about me at my website, which is helengreetham.com. There'll be a link in the description. I have a webcomic which is releasing weekly called The Worm Turns, about a knight who goes to kill a dragon and ends up serving him instead. My plan is to do a little video like this about once a month, and I know full well the YouTube algorithm just isn't going to care, so if you want to make sure to keep up to date with them, perhaps subscribe to me and ring the bell or whatever it is YouTubers tell you to do. Next month I think is going to be a bit of fun. You will find out why I had a template on my computer for making a fake telegram. That's going to be my little teaser for next month. So I will see you then.